In this video, we're going to break down exactly what Bryan Johnson is doing to not only launch a cult movement, but arguably launch one of the fastest growing e-commerce brands of 2024, which will be my projection. Hey, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Khierstyn, the founder of Launch and Scale, and on this channel, we help online sellers to grow their brand on their own website so they can own their channel and own their audience. So first off, if you're watching this video because you like the headline but you don't know who Bryan Johnson is, Bryan Johnson, who you can find on YouTube, and you can also Google Project Blueprint, I'll put some links below. Bryan Johnson is the world's most measured human, and his goal is to reverse aging. Crazy bold statement, but who doesn't want to look and feel younger? So the first thing that Bryan Johnson is doing is he is focusing on sharing a big vision.
I started Project Blueprint, and the objective of this was to measure every organ of my body and then ask it what it needs to be in ideal health.
So the big vision is something that he's made public. It's really the basis of Project Blueprint. So his goal is to reverse his biological age to that of an 18-year-old. And keep in mind, Bryan Johnson is in his mid-40s right now. And over the last 18 months of rigidly following his blueprint protocol, he's been able to make some serious headway to that. And of course, he documents the entire process online. Bryan Johnson has a team of researchers, doctors, helping monitor any changes that he has to supplement, diet, exercise, routines, devices he's using to see if they make a measurable impact on achieving his goal. Number two, he shares his journey toward achieving that vision. So what he does is he actually enrolls his audience in his journey through the content he creates. And he's documenting this entire journey.
What you see here in front of me, this food, is the diet that is produced near perfect biomarkers. When I wake in the morning, this is the green giant, which has collagen peptides, cinnamon, creatine, amino acids, and I take around 60 pills. I'll work out for an hour, and then I'll eat this, the super veggie, broccoli, cauliflower, mushrooms, black lentils, garlic, and ginger. There's a lot of opinions about what one should eat, how one should exercise. The way we deal with this blueprint is we look at the data, we follow the scientific evidence, and then we just do this again and again.
But this brings me to point number three. Through his own journey of understanding what levers to pull, he has understood that there are some points in the process that he struggles with. One of those things that one of health benefits he has uncovered is that olive oil. He has launched his own line of olive oil that they have literally scoured the earth to source based on the criteria that he is searching for. This is a genius launch strategy because he is someone who, through his journey of looking to realize his vision, he's come across a pain point of, well, one of the largest contributors to overall health is having good, healthy fats. But he's discovered that through the olive oil process of trying to find something like proper extraction and grapes and a bunch of other properties I don't know and I'm not getting into in this video, but he's discovered a lot of problems sourcing good olive oil to account for his journey, and him and his team have now sourced a supplier of olive oil and have now made that readily available for purchase.
My anti-aging protocol blueprint has been able to slow my speed of aging by the equivalent of 31 years. One of the things we've implemented into the diet, which accounts for almost 15% of my daily caloric intake, is extra virgin olive oil. We found in the scientific evidence that specific kinds of extra virgin olive oil matters a lot in terms of the health benefits you're going to get. We've sourced from both hemispheres on the planet. It's been such a challenging thing for us to solve ourselves that we've decided to source this and make a brand available for you. You can do one of two things. You can buy extra virgin olive oil and you can see the criteria on the Blueprint website of what you want to meet, or secondarily is you can stay tuned for the version we're going to make available for purchase.
This is genius because this is someone taking a pain point in his own life and using that to monetize that by turning it into a product that he can sell. Bryan is literally using this whole process of big vision, bringing his audience on the journey with him through content, actually saying, hey, I want this big thing. I want to reverse my aging. Do you want to as well? Well, follow me because I'm going to show you my experiments for how you can also reduce your biological age. And by the way, on my journey, I've discovered some of these pain points when trying to find the right products for me. So we're actually making that available for you. That is Bryan's entire launch strategy, and it is absolutely genius because I predict in the next 2 years, if you are following Bryan Johnson, this is literally going to be a David Asprey story, where if you follow Bulletproof Coffee, this is the same kind of journey where David Asprey was experimenting on himself, and then, I mean, safely, of course, but then he discovered this big thing, and then he shared it with the world, and then boom, he just became one of the largest well-known biohackers in the space with the Bulletproof diet, with all the things. But the principles of launching viral products, if we take a look at what is working for someone like Bryan Johnson and apply that to our own business, that is where insane differentiated growth happens. So I want to end off this video with how we can distill the 3 things that Bryan is doing with his Project Blueprint and the launch of his e-commerce store and cult movement around Project Blueprint. How can you actually apply that to your own business? Well, let's take a look at it. Number 1 was focus on a big vision and share that. Have you shared your vision, your why, or the difference that you want to make in this world with your audience? One of my favorite case studies is Series Chill. Hey, Lisa, if you are watching this. Lisa created a breast milk chiller to help new moms be able to easily breastfeed on the go. It was her movement to help moms with better breastfeeding options. She shared this and shouted this, and people bought into her vision and loved Series Chill because she was so focused on improving the lives of her customers. So number 1, focus on a big vision and share it. Number 2, Bryan is sharing all the good, the bad, and the ugly of his journey. What's not working? What is working? Online. If you want to build a differentiated brand, if you want to build a connection with your customers, you should humanize your brand, meaning share behind the scenes with them. Go live with your customers on social. Build a connection and a relationship with them by taking them on the journey with you. There's no substitute for this. And number 3, understand your customers' pain points and create a sellable solution for them. Yes, this is capitalism, but ultimately, you should know your customer better than anyone else, and you should be talking to them and really understanding what it is they struggle with. This will inspire new products to launch. This wraps up my Bryan Johnson series. Let me know what you think of distilling this kind of content. And let me know in the comments, what is your favorite point? 1, 2, or 3? Outside of that, we'll see you in the next video.